guys, so I thought I would do a little chit chat, get ready with me while I tested out a few of my new purchases, one of which being the Miracle Cream from Makeup Revolution. I'll start with this, guys, my primer today. Most of you will have seen my little post on the community tab, and some of you may have seen my post on my blog about a little, let me just pop this on while I think of a way to phrase what I want to say. A little difference in vision, shall we say, between my partner and myself. Now, I've always had this vision for myself of being self-employed. I have so many business ideas, and I've discussed many of them on this channel, and many of you will have noticed none of them have ever really come to fruition. And I will tell you this right now, is not from lack of trying. It's not from lack of trying. But you know, to get certain things done, you do need support from other people. You shouldn't have to. We're constantly being told that we shouldn't be doing these things by ourselves. We should have the support of our community. We should have the support of our friends, support of our family when it comes to doing these things. And sometimes you just don't get that. It's just not something that is available, and it's not necessarily a toxic thing. And I don't want anyone to think that it's a toxic thing. It's more, and I hate to sound woo-woo here, but it comes from a space of lack within. This primer has kind of left my face feeling really slick and my fingers feeling really slick. Like whatever oils are in this is like all over my fingers. So I'm going to go in with the Nude tinted serum from L'Oreal and give this guy a go. I'm so looking forward to trying it. No idea how to put this on. Everyone is home right now, so there's a lot of noise in the background. And I will say that that is one thing that has sort of prevented me from being able to do what I want to do, is not having a space or an ability to regularly film whilst everyone is at home, while everyone is awake. And that's one main reason why I haven't been able to put out regular content, which is why I've never, well, not the main reason. I mean, obviously there might just be a bunch of people who just don't like my channel, you know, that is also a thing. It may be solely my channel is not successful because people just don't like me, don't like my content, don't like my teeth. I do get that one a lot. Maybe I'm a Debbie Downer, I don't know. But at the same time, if the content is not there to be consumed, then no progress can be made. How can you sell bread at the baker if you haven't baked any, right? Same goes for video content. You can't post videos that haven't been made. You can't sell a service if you don't have the time to do the service. And that's what I've tried to explain to my partner, and it just did not. It did not go over well. It did not go over well. There was a lot of screaming. It did come to headbutts, almost verbally, I will say. But yes. And again, I could probably break it down a little bit more and get more into detail, but not while he's here. You know, I don't want to walk past and hear me talking crap about him and kick the whole thing off again. He knows how I feel about him. It is not a hidden... Well, that sounds really mean, doesn't he? He knows how I feel about him. He knows how I feel about him. He also knows how I feel about his opinion on the matter. And it basically came down to a put up or shut up situation. If this is going to work, well then I better make it work then, hadn't I? And this all comes after I've set all this up. I've got a new ring light tripod, I've got a desk tripod for overhang, and he comes out with, well, you better make it up or it all goes away. Because that's his whole thing. He's like, oh, well, you purchased all this makeup stuff for YouTube. That's his big thing. You purchased all this makeup for YouTube. It's like, no, honey, no. Because we started dating in 2007, and I'd, kind of learned about YouTube not long after that. And it's like, no, I've always been the girl that's into makeup. I would have had most of this even if I didn't make YouTube videos. In fact, I bought most of this during periods of time when I wasn't making YouTube videos. I will say that when I'm making content, that's probably my best time to be on like a low buy, no buy, because I'm so focused on creating content that I'm not consuming any, and then I'm not influenced to purchase anything. Maybe I haven't used this foundation right, but it's like it doesn't exist on my skin. Maybe it doesn't blend well with this primer or something. Oh Christ, where did that even go? It just dripped foundation. Oh, it's down the side of the bottle. There we are. Ah, it's so liquidy and messy. Like, I've worked with stuff this texture before, but usually it's in a squeezy bottle. Never usually in a droplet type one. Right, well, we'll add a little bit extra. Just and see if we can get anything else out of this that might make it look a bit better. Because this is like non-existent on my skin in a not nice way. Someone's making my skin look worse than it did before I even put anything on it. So but yeah, I basically sat down and said, unless I start working whilst the children are here, whilst everyone's home and everyone's like awake in that, because he says, well, just do it then, just do it. It's like, but I can't just do it unless you are looking after the kids, because I can't do things and just leave the kids to their own devices, You just can't do that, not with 2 small children and a baby. I mean, you'd think you could by the ages of 4 and almost 6, but apparently no. Our 2 like to fight a lot. They don't do well unsupervised for long periods of time, and by long periods of time I mean any longer than 15 minutes. So yeah, I was like, well, I can't just leave Rosie by herself, because 9 times out of 10, her wake time is the time when he's still asleep in the morning, and by the time he actually gets up, it leaves me maybe 2 hours before it's time to get the kids. What? See, this is why I prefer to film when children are with school, because then I don't have so much interruptions and I've lost my train of thought almost. But yeah, I basically have a very small window of time between him getting up and us having to go pick up the children. And in that time, at 2 o'clock, because I'm express breastfed mum, I express at 6, 2 and 10 every 8 hours. So I sometimes maybe only have 45 minutes that I can film in, and you can't really do a whole lot in a 45-minute span of time, especially if Rosie's been very hectic in the morning and I haven't had a chance to put on my face. By the time I get ready to film anything, it's not even worth it. And as you can hear, she's not having a good time at the moment either. But, you know, because I haven't been able to work on this during my maternity leave, I will have no choice but go back to work. So he's going to have to get used to it. Dealing it without me here for when I do go back to work. No, actually, I'm still on some of this mauve blush as well to see what I think of it, because it's the colour I'm most intrigued by. I quite like that colour. It's a bit almost like suntanny kind of colour, but right, so I'm going to throw on some spray. This is a new bottle, so technically it's still a new product, isn't it? So as I was saying, unless I do this, like film while everyone's home, nothing's ever going to get done, because I can't do everything in such a small window of time. It's just never going to happen. And stressing myself out trying to get it all done is just making me so exhausted, so that anytime I could never get up before the children to do anything. I could never stay up past the children to do anything. I have the hours between 5 and 11 to do everything that I need to do, and I need to utilise all of that time. And I've got 6 weeks to make it work, or pack it all in for good. I mean, sure, I don't need to be like on a full-time living wage in 6 weeks, but I need to have something to show for it. I need to have some potential there to, to justify it. Right, so I'm going to use the Nude Gasm palette from Charlotte Tilbury for the first time. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. So yeah, for the next 6 weeks I'm going to be going very gung-ho on filming, video making. I'd already planned to do a 30-day upload schedule for June, which, will be great. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, but I also have a lot of content that I've had been sitting on, I need to get out. Because I needed other things to be in place before I felt comfortable putting the content out. But now, under the current situation, things just need to get put out now, don't they? I had people ask me to source my clear cube, my acrylic drawers. I have been able to source them. I was in the process of trying to set up a website to sell them through. But that will take time, and that was one of the main projects I was working on before we had this discussion. And I hadn't been able to work on it because he didn't give me time to. And that's the long and short of it. Sometimes it does come down to other people stopping you from doing things. So that website isn't up and running yet, and I don't know when it will be, but if anyone is interested in buying one of these drawer systems, let me know, and I will sort something out, because I'm not just sourcing them from AliExpress. I've found the actual manufacturer and the actual manufacturer's website direct from them, not even going through Alibaba or AliExpress, going straight to the source. So yeah, I think this video will actually go live the first Saturday of June, so if that's the case, then look forward to daily videos this month, because that's what's going to happen. Yes. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this palette. I feel like it's just too much shine, and the contours in this are just too cool toned. I don't know. Maybe it's just not my colour, and I don't know. So like I was saying, over the next 6 weeks, over the whole of June, there's going to be daily content on this channel. Over on my writing channel, I have a writing challenge going on, because I desperately want to get my books finished, and now we're on a deadline. Because it's not just the YouTube that will have to go, it will have to be everything. It'll have to be everything that goes. And yeah. So it's either stop fanning about and get it done, or lose all my hobbies. Because literally, these things that I do are my hobbies. Like, it's great that I can potentially monetize them and potentially make a career out of them. It would be great if this camera would stop going out of focus, though. Great that I can potentially monetize it, and I know I could monetize it. I mean, I'm not looking to make big bucks, you know. My average, I'm not sure if it's the RPM or the CPM, but it's the average rate of how much I would earn per 1,000 views. And my average is about £7. So I would earn about £7 per 1,000 views. So I would only need 10,000 views per day to earn what I earn at my regular job. So to maintain my current standard of living, or indeed would be a slightly higher standard of living, because I can't work full time at my job. It's just there isn't the time, there isn't hours available for me. So to have the equivalent of working full time at my real job, I would only need 10,000 views a day on YouTube, which isn't a lot, but my most recent videos have barely been breaking 100. But what do you expect when for the last 2 years I haven't been making videos consistently? I used to quite regularly get in the 400 or 500 mark, increasing upwards. But we're talking about 5 years ago now, so it's going to take a while to build that trust up with you guys, the audience, to know that I'm going to come back and that I'm going to make content when I say I'm going to make content. I'm trying to convey that. Disconnect. So yeah. I mean, obviously I couldn't make that just with doing makeup, like a makeup channel. Like, I don't really have a whole lot of expertise or knowledge to share. I'm not on top with the latest and greatest. I'm just a woman in her 30s putting makeup on her face and trying to use up what she can. I totally understand that, which is why I've got the 2 other channels as well, because I do have a lot of writing advice to share, as well as sharing how I push myself with my writing. I know it will be an entertaining watch for some, and maybe even inspirational as well. And with my third channel, I actually think I want to make it more of a mum channel, or more of a family channel, how we make things work in our life. Like, because originally I wanted it to be a follow me creating the life I want to live channel. And fitting those things into that would be a great fit, because being a parent and having a family is part of that life. So sharing how we do things and have done things in recent years might be, in fact probably will be, what's the word I'm looking for? Informative, entertaining, helpful to people, especially in current economic times. I actually sat the other night and I came up with 14 video ideas all about cost of living themed videos for that channel. So I'm gonna work on that and get them up sometime in the near future over on that channel. But I don't want to overload myself and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a video a day on each of these channels. No, the third channel will only be like 2, maybe 3 videos a week max. My writing channel, outside of my writing challenges, again will be about 2 videos max. And on this channel, I'm on outside of the challenge for June, again I'm only looking for maybe 5 videos max. We'll see. I feel like this whole look is a vibe, but I don't feel like it's a vibe that really suits me. I feel like I'm too old for this. Although maybe it's just my mood today. It's hard to explain to my partner without breaking down every individual thing, and I don't really want to break down every individual income revenue stream here on YouTube either, because it's my plan, it's my journey, and I don't want to show my hand. I don't want other people to get in there before me, because it's my idea, it's my plan. Sorry, be a selfish biatch, but it's mine. You can't have it. And there's a psychological thing where if you share something you're going to do before you even started it, your brain thinks you've already done it because you've received the gratification, you've received the commendations and everything beforehand. Not in here, please. Thank you. And please be quiet and let Rosie sleep. You know what I think it is? I don't have brows on yet, because I don't want to go into the drawer to get a brow pencil. Oh dear. I know this video is going to be very long and rambling, a bit mishmash and higgledy-piggledy and all over the place, but I hope the sentiment has come across. I don't know if this lip product goes particularly well over this lip liner, but hey ho, it's what we're doing. So, yeah. I'm going to use an oldie but goodie for my brows. I'm going to use the Rimmel brow pencil. And I'll probably go out of focus, knowing my luck. But I hope this sentiment carries across this video, that I'm going to try my darndest to be successful in this period, to be successful enough to prove my point, to show the potential of what I want to achieve, and heck, maybe I will actually achieve something. Because I've come too far to just come this far. I've worked too hard, especially on my novels, to just dump them and leave them. And not that money is necessarily a huge issue. I spent too much on my web spaces, on my blogs, for hosting packages to not earn that money back. And dang nabbit, if I do anything, I'm going to try and earn that dang money back. Even if I have to send emails to every little brand going and offer my services for £50 a post, I will earn back my hosting fees, my Photoshop fees. And hopefully before the year is out, I will be self-employed, because I know I have the ability to do it. I just need to freaking do it. But at the same time, if I just do it, he better not complain that other things slip, because I can't do everything. I can't be the breadwinner, start my own business / company and work from home and keep the house pristine. I just can't. He's gonna have to pull his freaking weight. It just is. And that's usually the problem when I go gung-ho on doing, and I'm whispering because this is the key issue, and he will get pissed off. He just will, and I don't mean this in a toxic way. I don't want anyone to read into this, but he will get pissed off if he overhears this. The key issue is when I go gung-ho on doing the business side of what I want to do, it means I'm not there to do every little thing. I'm not A1 on top of all the washing, on top of all the cleaning, there to pick up after the kids and tend to their every little whim. He has to pick up the slack, and by God does he get annoyed real quick about it. And it's almost as if it's like, hey, now you know how it feels. I love the man, I love my kids, but what would he do if this already was my job? What would he have done if this had already been my job? Would he still expect me to do everything? Would he still expect me to do all the cleaning and the washing and take care of all the kids' little whims? Yeah. I'm missing mascara. This is why I enjoy my frivolity. It kind of mellows me out and balances out my annoyances. You know what? I'm going to crack open this beauty. It's been a while since I've used Max Factor. You know, I feel like this mascara did absolutely nothing. I think this was one of my holy grail mascaras, but this is a waterproof version, and I've heard waterproof versions don't tend to be all that close to the real ones. What's wrong?
I hurt myself.
Doing what, darling?
I'm playing with my toys. And what happened? I hurt myself. But what did you hurt yourself with?
Yeah, what did you hurt yourself with?
I hurt myself with my teddies.
With your teddies? How did you manage to hurt yourself with teddies?
But
Aren't they all soft? Are you telling me that you've hurt yourself, or are you telling everybody else you've hurt yourself?
No, I'm telling everybody in the video.
Well, I don't think they want to know about it.
Hello. Hi. Rowan hurt himself.
Rowan's a bit of a ninny sometimes, aren't you, darling?
Yeah, Rowan is a ninny pad.
But Huggies.
I'm a peggy.
Huggies. Okay, you guys go off and play. Go on. Bum buddy dum bum. Ow, ow. Go on, off you pop. Here's a good boy. You'll be fine. So, this is the finished look. I'm going to see if I can turn up the lights, because this is supposed to go a bit brighter. We'll see what it does. Does it go brighter, or is this the brightest it does? Oh, that's a dims. Does it go any brighter? No, I think that's on its brightest setting. But yeah, so that is the finished look. I kind of enjoyed playing around with these things. I mean, I really like the blush. The primer seems to be quite nice, although I think it may have been counterproductive using with this product. I will definitely be trying the serum foundation again to see if it looks any better. I mean, it seems to have settled onto the skin a bit better. I don't quite know. I don't quite know. And as for this Charlotte Tilbury palette, again, I don't quite know. I feel like it's very, very, like, it looks okay, but up close, it emphasizes texture that I didn't even know I had. It ages me horribly. Like, oh, no, I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it at all. And this lip combo, not feeling it. So this makeup pretty much sums up my mood. Oh, it sorts makeup for now, it sorts mood. But I kind of wanted to sit down and make this video whilst I had the thoughts in my mind, and while I was still feeling the feelings I'm feeling. I wanted it to be raw and real. So, yeah. Wish me luck, and I hope you're looking forward to all the contents coming, and all the blog posts and a bunch of other stuff. I will do an update video as soon as I got the ball rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.